Good morning, you guys. Very early. It is Friday the 13th, and I need to share a dream with you that I woke up from. I try to do it as detailed I can. You can never recapture your dreams, but I had a dream that we knew war was coming, and all I could see is all of these things hitting the ground. And as it hit the ground turned to ash and just literally dissolved. The ground was falling out, and people were running and scattering everywhere. And there was two groups of people. There were people that were scattering and running in fear and panicking, and there were thousands of people holding their hands up and praying as they were walking and moving through. In the dream, there was like this house that everybody was trying to get to because it was like on unstable ground. So there was like people sleeping everywhere in the hallways. There was people in watchers, people praying. The water started to dissolve. There were boats trying to get out, and everything was just happening so quick in a panic. This is just a quick synopsis of my dream because there was so much more that was involved in it. But I say this to say, you guys, we are running out of time. Again, it's apparent that there's two sides to everything. This is good versus evil. We don't fight against flesh or blood, but against high principalities and higher powers. I don't know what's coming. I have my faith in God. Even when I cannot see, I will walk by faith. But it was a very disturbing dream. Everything was just dissolving. It turned to ash. The ground was crumbling away. There was nowhere to walk or run. And that's really the only way that I can summarize my dream without going into great detail and getting you confused because it bounced around a lot.
Alright, Shalom. First and foremost, I want to start off by giving all praises, honor, and glory unto Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahushai, Bahasham, Rakah Kodash, double honors unto the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone who rule well and who push into 100% truth. Peace and salutations unto the hopeful elect. Alright, and this will be a response on this video from Hopeful Elect 3. Alright, woman shares dream of America getting destroyed. Probably Lord's willing. I don't know if I might change the topic, but the heading. But anyway, as you see here, alright, this woman, she got a dream of America being destroyed, and the Lord, is pouring out the spirit of prophecy upon these people in these last days. Joel 2:28. Okay, so and just today she get this dream. All right, just today is Friday, the 13th, just today. So stuff is happening. All right, the prophecies is gonna come. Okay, this is just shows you how close we are. Okay, not only this too is dreams about the MOTB, all this stuff, about the latter days, so it's coming. All right, so let me just get this precept here. This is Acts chapter 2 and verse 17. I'll read from 16. But this is that which was spoken by the prophet Joel. All right, this is just a quote in the New Testament, from Joel. The same verse, Joel chapter 2, verse 28. All right, verse 17, it says, And it shall come to pass in the last days, saith power, I will pour out my spirit upon all flesh, and your sons and your daughters shall prophesy, and your young men shall see visions, and your old men shall dream dreams. All right, we see in these things, you're seeing people doing this. Okay, people stand the Lord showing them dreams, and on my servant servants and on my handmaids I will pour out in those days of my spirit, and they shall prophesy. Okay, and I will show wonders in heaven above and signs in the earth beneath, blood and fire and vapor of smoke. Okay, and you see that's what she got there, that those things was hitting the ground, which is those nuclear missiles. Okay, and everything just turned into ash. All right. Okay, and that's exactly, America, Babylon the Great, modern day Babylon, she's gonna be utterly destroyed, wasted away. Okay, she's gonna be melted. Okay, after it just clouds of dust and you know and ash after, you know. Okay, after that destruction, so it's coming. Okay, all that's the work of those ICBM nuclear missiles, those intercontinental ballistic missiles, okay. And the Lord said that they're gonna burn like an oven. All right, let's get that. As Malachi chapter 4 and verse 1, it says, For behold, the day cometh that shall burn as an oven, and all the proud, yea, and all that do wickedly, and be stubble, and the day that cometh shall burn them up, saith Yahweh of hosts. All right, those the 2/3 of our people, though, okay, the wicked jakes and whatnot, already heathen, as well probably as the lower class Edomites too. All right, they're gonna be burnt up. Okay, of hosts, that it shall Slakia, that it shall leave them neither root nor branch. Okay, America, Babylon the Great, gonna turn into a wasteland. All right, just how you see it in Mad Max and whatnot. That's how it's gonna be. After that destruction. But unto you that fear my name, all right, that's the elect out of the nation of Israel, shall the Son of Righteousness arise with healing in his wings, and ye shall go forth and grow up as calves of the stall. Yahushua coming back, gonna come back to save his elect. All right, they are the only ones who are gonna be saved. Okay, although that she see it had two groups of people. One was just scared and everybody just running around, and then one was just like stable and praying. Okay, that's the elect. They're gonna be stable in the time. They're gonna be saved. She see it had a house what was on stable ground what everybody was running into. That could represent the chariots. But that's only for the elect. The elect gonna be saved. Okay, out of that. Okay, so let's get this other precept here. This is 2 Peter chapter 3, and I'll read to the point. Verse 10, it says, But the day of the Lord will come as a thief in the night, in the which the heavens shall pass away with a great noise, and the elements shall melt with fervent heat. All right, those ICBM nuclear missiles, all right, intercontinental ballistic missiles. All right. Okay, gonna melt up with fervent heat. Okay, like butter. She's gonna be, roasted. Seriously, utterly destroyed. Okay, the earth also, the works that are therein shall be burnt up. As she said, just ash, smoke, and dust. That's all gonna be left of after those nuclear missiles done the work. Okay, okay, and all the BRIC nations, all right, gonna burn her. All right, Russia, China, Iran, okay, even her allies, okay, all gonna turn against her and burn her up. Okay, that's the destruction with the Lord have for America, Babylon the Great. All right, this is Revelation 17 and verse 16. It says, "And the 10 horns which thou sawest upon the beast, these shall hate the whore, and shall make her desolate and naked, and shall eat her flesh, and burn her with fire." Alright? Okay, all the European nations, NATO, along with Russia and China, gonna melt her. Okay? Okay, they're gonna melt her, utterly destroy her. Right, gonna melt her concrete. Okay, now the reason why the missiles, hasn't blown on America as yet is because the elect have to be sealed first, and then they're gonna blow. Just get that Revelation 7:1. It says, "And after these things I saw 4 angels standing on the 4 corners of the earth, holding the 4 winds of the earth, that the winds should not blow on the earth, nor on the sea, nor on any tree." That's the angels holding back those nuclear missiles. "And I saw another angel ascending from the east, having the seal of the living power. And he cried with a loud voice to the 4 angels to whom it was given to hurt the earth and the sea, and saying, Hurt not the earth, neither the sea, nor the trees, till we have sealed the servants of our power in their foreheads." Right? Once the elect get sealed, all of them have the understanding. Then it gonna blow on the earth. Once the elect is sealed and the MOTB gets launched, it gets mandatory. World War III gonna happen, and America is gonna be destroyed. So that's what's gonna happen. Only the elect gonna be saved. They're gonna get beamed up, in those chariots and watch down, at America, the lake of fire, as gonna turn into. So alright, Lord's willing, this video was edifying unto the elect. I want to give all praises, honor, and glory unto Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahushai, Bahasham, Rakah Kodash. Double honors unto the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone who rule well and who push in the 100% truth. Peace and salutations unto the hopeful elect, Wa Abad Babal and Shalom.